My first financial lesson in life was when I first learned to play Monopoly. And I learned that from my grandmother. Now, my grandmother, she was a wonderful person. She taught me how to play the game Monopoly. And she understood that the name of the game is to acquire. She would accumulate everything she could. And eventually, she did become the master of the board. And then she would always say the same thing to me. And she would look at me and she'd say, "One day, you'll learn to play the game." So one summer I played Monopoly almost every day, all day long. And that summer I learned to play the game. I came to understand that the only way to win is to make total commitment to acquisition. I came to understand that money and possession, that's the way to keep score. And by the end of that summer, I was more ruthless than my grandmother. And I was ready to bend the rules if I had to win that game. So came fall, I sat down with her and I took everything she had. I watched her give her last dollar and quit in utter defeat. But then she had one more thing to teach me. And she then sat me down and said, "Now it all goes back in the box. All those houses and hotels, all the railroads and utility companies, all that property and all that wonderful money, now all goes back in the box." None of it was really mine. I mean, I had got all heated up about it for a while. But you see, Monopoly was around a long time before I sat down at the board, and it will be here long after I'm gone. Players come and players go. Houses, cars, titles, clothes, and even our own body. Because the fact is that everything I and you buy, consume, and hoard is gonna go back in the box. You see, once you start to question and investigate our monetary system, you will come to understand that you've been lied to. The more you educate yourself, the more obvious things become, and you begin to see lies everywhere. But if you're prepared to look at the truth, wherever it may go, wherever it may lead you to, all you got to do is follow the money. Decentralized autonomous organizations. Faceless, permissionless, borderless, trustless, censorship-resistant, immutable, and anonymous. The perfect structure for a one-world government, ruled by corporations. Corporations.